Yeah, the West Coast is back. California is back. The Black Panther is back. Throw your dubs up. Hey. Yeah. The West Coast. Man, we loking. We straight riding. Suiciding. That's suicide doors, man. Let's get it. City State Zip. What's good? I go by the name of E.G.O. The West Coast, motherfucker. Throw your dubs up. Throw your dubs up. Tear the club up. Man, we riding on them. Old media. They getting packed. They getting packed out. Oh my God. Let's do the roll call. Hilltop 510. That's that Richmond, California shit. Richmond. You will get your wig split. Shout out to Richmond, Hilltop. You know, I represent the Bay Area, so you know, all this is my backyard. Shout out to Showtime, Tampa, 813, Compton. That's that fucking CPT. We about to talk about the game now. Minneapolis, 55404, Dallas, Texas. We got all the heat, man. They want to be like us. Everybody want to be like Mike Lowry. Now that's how you supposed to drive, man. They want to be like Mike, right? I'm Mike Lowry at this boxing shit. 850 Panama City shit. Throw your dubs up. Put your L's in the sky. Throw your dubs up. Oh my God. 337. I just finished eating. I got something in my throat. Pause. Who's the number one pound for pound? Me. That's who. Eagles Army. New media. Thug Life. That's my comment. Thug Life. Throw your motherfucking dubs up. We about to fucking tear the club up. This shit sound like some Grand Theft Auto 5 shit. Oh my gosh. We hopping out the whip like it's GTA 5, man. What up, Fight World? The kid is back. Oregon, San Diego. That's that West Coast, I told y'all. The West Coast with the best smoke. We back. Man, we got to talk about it. People keep asking me questions. We're going to do it this new media way I told y'all. We control the narrative. People seemingly have questions. I got my iced coffee. I just had a little something to eat, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. Shout out to Milwaukee, East St. Louis in the building. Shout out to Pasadena 626. I see y'all. Shout out to my dude Kennedy Linder. He said smash the like button. Bah! Book up. Oh man. (832) Shout out to the LBC. SoCal shit. Houston, Texas. Y'all got an upcoming fight with Jamal Charlo, the Contender Season 5 winner. Brandon Adams. Shout out to Christopher. Jeanette. $2 super chat. Kicked it off with the super chat. God bless. Much love. Salute Ego, my brother Ron Finkley. Shout out to Ron Finkley. Ron Finkley was smacking shit earlier. He was in the chat. Where Ron Finkley at, bro? Oh, there he is. Ron Finkley was smacking shit down. Ron Finkley was bah. Oh shit. Bah. Oh my God. Listen, y'all gotta behave in the chat. That's all we want. You know, opinions that you're willing to fight for and stand up for. See, Ronald Finkley laughing because he was in there. Bah, bah. He was on some John Wick. Dot, dot, bah. Who won it? Bah, bah. Oh my gosh. Ron Finkley was on some John Wick shit. That shit was crazy earlier. They just kept coming for me and Ronald Finkley like dot, dot. He was double tapping on bop, 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 bop. Bop, bop. He was on some Max Payne shit, putting y'all in Max Payne. Oh my God. I said he was on some Max Payne, putting y'all in maximum pain. That's Max Payne. The shooters ain't playing. I'm telling you. Shout out to Ronald Finkley. That boy going dumb. Shout out to Bricktown. My man Tron is back with the futuristic name. It's Tron. Hey, I was rolling when he blocked dude, then unhit him, and then timed him out. That's what I'm saying. Ronald Finkley, no, he was the one doing that, bro. I said, no, you don't have to hide him for that. And I said, just put him in timeout. He literally did that. He unblocked him, unhit him, and then re-put him in timeout. Like, you gonna wait in this corner. See, y'all act like kids, y'all get treated like little kids. No Capri Sun for you. Fuck no, you can't have no carrots and ranch. You know, go wait in that corner. Y'all want to act like kids on our shit. We here to talk boxing. If you a man fan, if you some stan or something, dear ego, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left my cell pager and my home phone at the bottom. If you want some weird shit like that, this is not the channel for you. We don't care. We want to talk real boxing. We don't care about picking these sides and all this stupid shit. So mean what you say and say what you mean, because you will get checked and we will pull your card and ask you to validate the stuff that you saying. That's it. See, nobody should, you know, they always say, ego, he just don't block you. He want to be a tyrant. He just block you. Who you telling, first of all? Who are you snitching to? You know what I'm saying? You telling on me like you telling another channel. That ain't my pops. That ain't my dad. I don't, you know, you gonna snitch on me. Oh, ego just block people. Black people just block people. Black channel. Like, what the fuck? Who you telling though? Y'all be wearing wires and shit. But anyway, listen, all you got is, the rules are simple. Let's talk boxing. If you start talking about sucking dicks and like weird stuff that has nothing to do with boxing, I can't rock with that. Like, I want to talk about Wilder, Joshua, why it didn't happen or whatever. But when you start saying, oh, you sucking that Wilder dick, you love Wilder dick, you bronze bomber. Like, I can't. I'm a grown ass man. You can't talk to me like that, bro. That don't have nothing to do with what we talking about. You think Khan making excuse? Absolutely. Like I said before. Bro, he said he got hit in the nuts, and his nuts is allegedly where a gun holster would be. And then now he's saying something about his elbow. Listen, nobody goes into the fights 100%. So he could have some lingering, nagging issue, you know, with his elbow, which required minimal 1 hour surgery. That ain't no, like, he had no fucking triple bypass heart surgery or some shit, bro. Like, you had an hour-long surgery to fix something in your elbow. You know, it's not even about if that aspect is true or not. My thing is this. I don't believe that's the reason he lost. He making it sound like, oh, I just couldn't eat. Like, you know, like I wasn't getting off with shots that I would have been drilling, you know, Terrence Crawford with, or as if he was winning the first 4 rounds and then his elbow gave out. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that. That would be different. If he was in the middle of some shit and Crawford was getting bop, 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 bop. You know, he getting hit with that. I like to call it that McDonald's, that bop, 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 bop. You know, I can understand if that was the case. If he was just like, eat, and Crawford was like, da, da, da. And then somewhere in the fight, his elbow went crazy. That's not what happened. He lost every round, every second of the round, got knocked down in round 1, said he got hit in the nuts. And then now he's talking about some elbow, you know, in a cab, bro. What? What the fuck? Sorry. He said Khan hit his funny bone. I'm done, bro. Yeah, bro, that's too many. That's just too many. That's like Ezel shit. Oh, my back, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. Like, no, that's too many things going on, bro. You're like, oh, my nuts. Jarris Crawford butt hit me in the nuts. I can't continue. My nuts. Oh, my God. My nuts. My elbow. My nuts and my bow. Like, bro, which one? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't talk about my nuts and my bow, you know, your elbow. And you're like, no. I can't rock with that, bro. Ow, my dick, my nuts, my cock and ball, my nuts, my elbow. Like, you just scream. Nah, bro. Which one is it? You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. I can't rock with that. And I don't think fighters should do that because the bottom line, you think BoxRec is going to be like, oh, we're changing this to a no contest. His dick and his ball. Like, they're not finna change nothing. Like, so don't even, what's the point anyway? See, if I want to get, man, y'all think I'm playing, bro. New media, digital mob. Like, do that to some shit you could change the outcome to. Peace, ego. Catch the chat next time. Peace out, Chris. Thank you for the super chat. Like, for example, you know how like some people, some jobs, if you get laid off in certain ways or get fired, like you might be able to get unemployment, but if you voluntarily left, you can't get unemployment. So like sometimes the company won't want to pay you out unemployment because they have to pay for that. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to get like it's like a litigation that has to go on if the company says if they reject your unemployment claim because they don't want to pay for it because they said you got canned for stealing or whatever, and then you would have to argue. So you could go to some type of litigation like that, and then they have to determine who's in the right and if you get the so I can understand that because if a person's saying, hey, they fired me unwillfully, I deserve unemployment or whatever, you might win the case. You might lose, you might win. But like in this thing with Khan, talking about all this stuff with his elbow and stuff, they're not going to reverse the decision. You lost. You said it was you got hit low blow, and that's what it is. So you saying you had an elbow injury, that makes it look worse, It makes it look worse because it doesn't change anything. So it just looks like you coming up with like excuses and scapegoats and shit. Man, smash the like button. Oh my God. Let's kick it right off. Smash the like button if you guys could. We just talking. I told you we control the narratives. Now, again, Canelo Jacobs, the fight was what it was. Shout out to Young B-Hop with the 5-pound chat. We hit you with the 5-pound. Khan did say Bud was the better fighter and the injury didn't play a part. Well, then what's the point of even telling people that? Because that's what people are saying. Oh, yeah, his elbow. So that's cool, but like nobody like. What's the point? Why want a fighter if you're admitting defeat, then why don't you just have the surgery and then recover? Like, why would you even want your future opponents to even know you went through a surgery? That's clout chase. To me, that's what I look at it as. Like, it's like you're doing it for sympathy so people aren't calling you a quitter or some shit. Because why won't you just quietly go through the surgery? Why would you want, that's like, who would want to show potential chinks in their armor? Say, oh man, I'm just coming off this surgery. So now, let's say you fight Broner in your next fight. Now he knows you coming off an injury. So I don't buy that. That to me is damage control and is looking for sympathy and it's to slow the bleeding because people are calling him a quitter. If we're being 100% transparent, that's what I think it is. You know what I'm saying? People are feeling the type of way, feel like that wasn't his best look, his best performance, and he looked for a backdoor out, a way out. So he's like, getting sympathy points, showing the cast and stuff. Talk is whack. Block Rogelio. Yeah, you out for the count. But oh shit, Ronald Finkley, I told you he be creeping. Bro, old media, they be sending they rats. And then they just be trying to pose and saying these little tedious comments and stuff. And then they always show their true colors. And then Ronald Finkley or one of the other shooters got to remove you. So funny how that works. Bro, listen, I'm going to say this again. I'm going to keep saying it. If you are a grown-ass man and you step foot in my chat and you make it a point as that grown-ass man to let everybody who happens to be watching and leaving comments, you're making a scene to let us all know that you are leaving, as opposed to just hitting the X at the top right hand of the screen and just leaving like a real man would do. You will be blocked. So let that be a lesson. You could do it to troll, you could just to test my shooters, but If anybody makes it a point to make a scene, we gonna make the scene for you. That is perhaps one of the corniest things that we witness on this social media, like Instagram. Oh, I'm unfollowing. I'm gonna unsubscribe. You don't have to announce anything. Just leave. That's it. This chat is not my cup of tea. I don't like this ego. I'm leaving. That's beyond corny. That's like one of the corniest things that y'all done. You know, make it announce. Like, I am not your employer. This is a free YouTube chat, but I am getting paid for it. And we get some super chat. But other than that, it's free to y'all. So you can come and go as you please. It's not like a college curriculum and you had to pay, all this and get financial aid. So it's a free country. Come and go as you please. I don't care. We're not moved by that. So when you make it for something, especially something free that you could just leave for, we're not holding you, tying you down. So when you make it a point to try to make that scene, yeah, you're getting blocked up just off of that. Because that's just, to me, we have a zero tolerance policy for that. That's just really corny. I'm leaving, guys. I'm unsubbing. Like, you think people are gonna follow you? You General Patton. Everyone's gonna follow your lead and leave because your dumbass, who we don't know, never seen, said you leaving. Stop it, bro. The Black Channel. Why do the Black Channels keep going on? Like, old media getting clapped. Oh my God. I'll be at the Wilder fight. I was going to go to J-Rock. I'm still going to watch it. I'm still going to do my post-fight. But I got too much shit I'm doing right here. And I would only be going for the fight. And then I'll have to fly to Virginia or whatever. And then camp out for a couple of days. And then go to Wilder. So I'm not doing all that. I'm going to Wilder next week, though. So I wanted to go to both. But this week went by really quick for me. Yeah, who's coming with me looking at? That's what I'm saying. That's what they doing it for. Come on, guys. This guy's talk is boring. Let's go. I'm leaving, guys. Hey, everybody. This chat sucks, man. Let's just leave. I can't stand this guy wearing sunglasses. So let's just leave all together now. Let's just go check out some old media. This new media stuff this is bunk. Let's just leave. Ain't nobody leaving, bro. You leave, motherfucker. Man, I'm going to all the fights. Okay. Whatever they give me credential for, I'm going to it. Okay. Now I'm playing. I don't know. I don't even know. I wing this shit. I don't got no hotel. I don't got no flight, bro. I just do what I do. I do what I want. And I just leave. I just catch flights. They catch feelings. I catch flights. I don't know. I don't know what fight I'm covering. I don't know what I'm going to, but I'll try to get y'all the maximum. He said, nah, it's just you. That's what I'm saying, bro. These dudes, they be looking for backup and shit, trying to create this, like, protest against me and shit. Fucking picket sign. We're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it. Like, just get your dumb ass up. Leave. We want you gone. What up? Anyway, let's talk about this Canelo shit. Hold on one second. Y'all got me aggravated. And we're back. This is DJ Easy Dick on the station that slaps you across the motherfucking head. All right. Canelo versus Jacobs. The more old media resists, the more they won't leave me alone, the worse it's going to get for you. Please stop. I feel in my honest opinion, when I have thought processes, I think I speak pretty eloquently, right? And get my thoughts across how I want to pretty clear. They still play dumb. Listen, if you feel Canelo Jacobs getting 600,000 concurrent views in the U.S. is a massive success, massive success, that's great. To me, I don't know why you guys try to convince me. I've already explained to you. Canelo Jacobs getting 600,000 in the U.S., I thought it would be more. I really did. That's not a great sign for DAZN for multitudes of reasons. So we're going to keep going over this over and over and over. Ego, your likes ain't working. Bro, YouTube's going through massive risk. They're going through a couple different things. So I don't know. Just smash the like button. Just keep doing it till the shit break. I don't know what to tell y'all. But listen, Canelo Jacobs, 600,000 in the U.S. Canelo has done greater numbers than that at a higher price point on pay-per-view. What does that tell you? That shows that the platform doesn't have the traction that it has because they have the, look at it. Canelo's in a good fight on paper with Danny Jacobs, a unification that people couldn't have been mad at. It's the same person in Canelo, so the same star power, but when you put him on that platform, it performs less than some of his other equal fights or lesser fights. Like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., to me, is a lesser fight. It was at a catch weight. There was a rehydration clause, and Chavez Jr. has discipline issues. You know, I get it, Cinco de Mayo, 2 Mexican fighters. So, you know, obviously it had a million people tuned into it or whatever, right? But the implications for Canelo Jacobs were far greater. That even that fight did $1 million at a $75, $85 price point. So considering that this is $9.99 to $19.99, which is a huge markdown, I expected it to be more for the biggest star on their roster and the biggest star. Yeah, 600,000 views, not subs. That's the thing. And the other thing is, if you look at, you guys have to look at linguistics, the wording. It says 600K concurrent streams running. That don't mean anything. I've used this example. I've told you 600 concurrent streams mean at its peak, this many devices were airing the fight. That doesn't relate directly to immediate profitability. Here's why. Because some people are at the $9.99 price point. Some people are at the $19.99 price point. Some people are at the $100. We don't know how many of each faction are at each price point. That's one thing. So if you had 500,000 $9.99 price points, then that's going to be different than 500 $19.99 or $100 price points. So that doesn't, there's more than meets the eye with that. Second, I told you, use this very example when I first said it. I don't have Netflix in my account. However, I do have Netflix on my phone. It's my parents' account. They have it, they pay for it, and I have an account under there. And I just never, got my own. Why do I need to? Right? So streaming works a little bit different. So what if my parents have Netflix and I'm under their account, I have my own account with my own catalog and my own recommendations it's a sub account to their main account, but I don't pay for that. They pay for it, right? And it's perfectly legal. Netflix allows you to have multiple accounts, up to a certain amount of accounts within, because they know people have families, right? Stuff like that. No, someone might have a MacBook, and then a home computer, so it allows you to access multiple devices. So the point being is, so if Netflix said 1 billion concurrent streams watch Narcos, does that mean 1 billion subscribers? No, it doesn't, because you would have to imagine that some people might have watched it. Like, what if my parents watched Narcos and I watched it, you know what I'm saying? And we're both watching it, but we're still under one account. So that doesn't, 600 concurrent streams at its peak, that means at the maximum, that's how many people were watching the fight at any one given time. We don't know the average. They don't release that. That's what I'm saying. They're not releasing that. See, he said, I got the 4-device plan from Netflix. That's what I'm saying. So those things matter because they told you the peak number and not the average. So what did it average out? We don't know. They didn't release that. All they said is 600,000, and another 600,000 worldwide. But the reason I'm not concerned with worldwide is because I showed you on that other video. Worldwide in those other regions, they still do the 30-day free trial. So I'm not worried about that. I'm pretty sure DAZN Italy and DAZN, Bucharest and all that is not the market they're targeting. The lucrative market, which is why they got rid of the 30-day free trial in America. The market they're exploring and trying to take over is America. So let's focus on those numbers, which was reported 600,000 peak. Your biggest star in boxing, biggest star on DAZN is doing 600,000. So it shows you that there's things that still need to be, they still have ground to cover. That's it. It's that simple. Canelo did at $85 a pop with tax and all that. He's done greater numbers than that in America only. They never said, his number, Canelo Switzerland, Canelo Chavez Switzerland, and what Canelo and Triple G did in Amsterdam. They're not doing all that. So that shows me something. See, people are only going to show you what they want you to see. They want to encourage people. Here's the other thing with DAZN. And I'm just being 100% realistic. And here's another thing. Let me say this before I say that. I know that's a little bit confusing. When PBC came out, you had a lot of people who were highly critical of it for no reason. And guess what? PBC was trying to put fights on free TV. They still had a problem. Oh, they're spending way too much money. Look at it. They have these elaborate ring walks, and this shit looks like The Contender, and Waddell and Reed, they're getting lawsuits. This shit won't last. This is what they said. This is what old media said. Now the same motherfuckers who was saying Al Heyman and PBC spending far too much money overpaying fighters, they not worried about DAZN overpaying fighters. And this is more of an indication. Oh, PBC's paying for time slots. They're overpaying fighters. They had all these fucking concerns. But then now when we're objectively looking at DAZN's business model, these motherfuckers went radio silent. It's so funny how that works. They went radio silent. The same people that were like, lawsuits, Waddell Reed, they're blocking venues. This won't last. They're overpaying fighters. They're paying for time slots and time buys on the network. Saying all this stuff. Now, when it comes to DAZN, who, in my opinion, has even more ground to gain, and some of their business decisions ain't making any type of sense at all, if we're being real. Triple G rolls, Devin Haney in Maryland as the main event, as opposed to his home base in the West Coast. Fights falling apart, fight cards falling apart. They don't have nothing to say. You spending $35 million on Canelo only, with 600,000 at 10, 20 or $100, depending on who bought what and all that. And you giving him 35 million just by himself, dolo, not production costs, not the Maverick Carter, LeBron James series and camera crew, nothing, just off of Canelo's salary only. You was trying to give, what's his name? Klitschko, $80 million. So they have some even more extravagant spending habits. But when Rock Nation came out, Jay-Z, Black Man in America, it's funny how this works. Black Man in America said Rock Nation's getting into boxing. Oh, this is a fucking Hove. When's his last good album? Life and Times of Sean Carter, fucking Blueprint. See how that works? 50 Cent, Black Man in America. Oh yeah, SMS promote. This will never work. Al Heyman, Black Man in America. This PBC shit, they're spending like crazy. Then John Skipper and Joe Markowski and Eddie Hearn, 3 non-black people, come out with DAZN, and nobody has nothing to objectively look at. Out of all these people that they objected, oh yeah, how's Rock Nation offering Broner and Peter Quillen $40 and $60 million? They're gonna go bankrupt, whether it worked for them or not. The point is, they were initially, before anything was proven, met with some type of disposition, some type of like criticism. But then when it comes to DAZN, they scot free, even though their spending habits look just as bad, really realistically worse. Nobody could talk about it. Fuck out of here, bro. Don't come to my channel ever. I don't care. I don't need you. That's what they hate the most. If you don't want to objectively look at this boxing game and be real with ourselves, then I don't want you on my channel. I don't need you on my channel. It's that simple. Listen, DAZN they're gonna be what they're gonna be. I'm objectively looking at this situation and giving you my honest thoughts. And all y'all motherfuckers had no problem doing that to PBC, Rock Nation, you know, SMS promotion. Something special, man. You not rocking with your man 50 Cent, man. You know, you did it to 50, you did it to Hove, you know, you did it to Heyman. Now we talking about DAZN, motherfuckers went silent and shit. They turned into Rain Man and shit. Yeah, definitely, yeah. Definitely. And now all of a sudden they don't want to talk about these things. Nope. Oh, Brian hit y'all over the head with that real new media shit. Oh my gosh. Brian said they went from saying Al Heyman and PBC are spending too much money on their fighters to PBC is starving their boxers. That's what I'm saying, bro. And the funny thing is, we're basing this on realistic observation. I'm not mad at DAZN. This ain't my company to fail. Like, no matter what DAZN does, good or bad, that don't have shit to do with my channel. You get what I'm saying? I'm realistically breaking down the game. But these people in the comment section, they treat this shit like it's some gangbanging shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, what you say, what you claim, what set you claim. Is DAZN on mine? Like, you know, I'm not doing all that. I don't give a fuck about any of that. I'll cover any of these fights. But goddamn it, if Donald Trump and Oscar De La Hoya and Eddie Hearn and everybody else in this motherfucker, whether they're from here or not, has an opinion and can break something down, then there's definitely nothing wrong with what I'm doing, because I'm breaking down the game. I'm not just saying outlandish shit. See, that's the problem. You guys get intimidated when you see a minority talk about some shit. You get intimidated. Freddie Roach can make some wild ass accusation or prediction on, oh yeah, I told Miguel Cotto's gonna knock out Canelo, and I'm gonna, you know, he said Cotto gonna knock out Canelo. That was wild to me. I'm like, Canelo too big, he ain't gonna knock him out. You know, y'all don't have no problem with that. But then when I'm objectively breaking it down, citing sources, giving facts, giving opinions based on some merit, then all of a sudden it's like, shut up. No, you ain't gonna shut me up. Fuck is you talking about? Shout out to Nathan McCleskey. New media can't stop winning. Man, we keep winning, bro. And like I said, the other thing is this. Aside from Rock Nation, PBC, you know, and 50 Cent SMS promotion, all black, you know, all black owners, like, or the main people behind it, you know, it was known that they were black. They were all criticized, right, in America when they try to get into boxing. But then DAZN, it's like, oh yeah, this DAZN shit is great. No, we got to look at it. We got to really analyze what's going on. That's all we doing. We ain't doing no wrong. We ain't like maiming nobody and saying nothing crazy. 600,000 for Canelo. He's done better at a higher price point. End of story. So that shows you that DAZN as a platform hasn't reached those new heights to the point where it's like has so many in-house subscribers. They got to keep gaining. Here's the other thing. When it comes to this Canelo thing, that was just about the best fight that could, like, I want to say Jacobs has a bigger profile than Demetrius Andrade. I'm not talking about what's more. See, you got to listen. They say I talk a little fast. You listen real fast. I ain't got to slow down for you to catch up. Listen. I'm not talking about what's a more difficult fight for Canelo. Be clear. Be clear on that. I'm not talking about what's a better fight or a more entertaining fight or a more difficult fight. But in terms of star power, promotion, resume, Canelo versus Jacobs, in my opinion, Jacobs had been in the public eye a bit more than Andrade has. So even if Canelo goes to fight Andrade, is it going to do significantly greater than the Jacobs fights? When Jacobs knocked out Peter Quillen, Jacobs arguably beat Triple G, Jacobs beat Cancer, and everybody knows the story. Daniel Jacobs had run-ins with Charlo in the, you know, Barclays hallway and those types of things. People know Jacob. Demetrius Andrade has had like situations where he's been mismanaged, inactive, was fighting like one time and, a couple times, 2 times in 3 years, shit like that. So your biggest fight that you probably could have made at 160 outside of Charlo, who's on a different network, was probably Jacob's, even more so than Andre. I personally would like to see the Andre Canelo fight, but I'm talking about casuals, mass appeal. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. It's undisputed. It would be for undisputed, but I don't know that it does significantly greater. So, it's like, I don't know. There's no like, I actually think Charlo is probably the best fight for Canelo blockbuster wise, because the Charlos know how to talk, and there's 2 of them. They're twins. They did Fox, and they did like 2.2 million. That'll probably be the biggest fight, money wise, at 160. Or Golovkin, But I don't know, because I really don't even care about the Golovkin fight, the third fight, Tracy Morgan is interviewing AJ on Complex now. Why does DAZN think Tracy Morgan is their guy? I don't know. Shout out to Tracy Morgan, but I don't. That doesn't. Tracy Morgan don't fix these cars that are falling apart. You get what I'm saying? People pulling out injury, failing drug test. Like Tracy Morgan can't reverse Gerald Miller's drug test. You know what I'm saying? So that don't really do nothing. It's about the matchup and the content. Tracy Morgan didn't fix the weigh-in lag that YouTube was on DAZN's YouTube. So they're gonna have to figure those things out more so than get spoke. See, it's not. See, people. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that have money, but they don't know. They don't know the game. So they have to spend and spend and spend money instead of recruiting people that might know the game a little bit more. Yeah, Meek Mill and Rock Nation producing Andy Ruiz and Joshua. I mean, shout out to them, but Rock Nation's probably getting paid from it as well. And I don't know. I just don't know what that, like, okay, here's an example. I seen a lot of people, and please don't make me pull it up, but when Matchroom announced the fight, Anthony Joshua Ruiz, there were a lot of people, even in the UK, that were like, man, I don't want to have to wait up till 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning to watch this. And this is okay, but this is not really a box office pay-per-view fight. So what is Meek Mill going to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, Meek Mill doesn't change that perspective of it. See, they think that's what I'm saying. It's funny because it's like people be so disconnected. They be so disconnected that they think that they can buy into the culture like that. You get what I'm saying? They think they can, like, oh yeah, we can tackle the urban market with Tracy Morgan and Meek Mill. That's not how that works, though. You get what I'm saying? Maybe there's certain people that you could do. Like, for example, I'm telling you how this game works. I'm telling you how it works. This is a fact. Canelo versus Triple G. Man, I'm hitting them with the science. That's why this new media shit is real. Canelo versus Triple G, factually, the first fight outsold and did a better live gate than the second fight. Right? Let me say that one more time. Triple G, Canelo 1 did better live gate and a better viewership by, some margin than the second fight. But for the second fight, HBO had these weird like Dragon Ball Z type motion graphic promos that they were putting on Instagram. And to announce Canelo Golovkin, they had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. They had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson announce Canelo versus Triple G Part 2. Fact. Because I seen it and I reposted it and I watched it. And The Rock was like, yeah, as the most electrifying, Canelo versus Jacob, do you smell? He did this whole little spiel about how he likes boxing and, Canelo Triple G 2 is going to be a war and the first fight was good. Right? Block Sergio. I told him, look, He said, "This is trash. I'm out." Yeah, you out. We got you. Oh my God, Ronald Finkley been on y'all. Look, they keep doing the same thing. I told y'all. This is trash. Yeah, it's so trash you can't just leave silently. Gotcha. Anyway, they had Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson announce Canelo versus Triple G 2. So why did it do less views when you had a star as big as, Jumanji, both 1 and 2, 2's coming out this Christmas. The Rock does numbers with his movies, you know. So why did the second Canelo Triple G fight do with the cosign of The Rock, who's the biggest guy in Hollywood, literally, you know what I'm saying? One of the biggest guys, one of the blockbuster box office leaders in terms of grossing movies. Why did Canelo Triple G do? That's what I'm saying. There's no getting around that. That's not the same as grassroots promotion. You can't just have somebody and then The Rock is at least big and has like a crazy audience. So, he got 80 million followers or 100 million, something crazy probably. We talking about Tracy Morgan and Meek Mill. Meek Mill probably got 10, 12 million or something. I don't know how many Tracy Morgan, but that's not how that works. Ego just said that these emotional dudes announced their exit. Bro, they're here to cause distractions. That's what that is. They know what I'm saying is real, so they're trying to, I don't know, convert people to leave with them or let it be known that it's trash. If something's just trash, just hit the X. Peace. Charlos are boring. Block them. Bro, look how desperate they are. This is all old media. The Charlos are boring. Block them. Hey, shooters, we got to get this because the old media just keep coming back, and I'm not going to stop. Block that dude, Armand Acosta. Look at the names, faces, and profile pictures of the people doing the most hating. Bro, they sending PR groups and bots and shit to my videos just to try to change the narrative. Y'all can believe whatever you want. If you believe the Charlos are boring, then whatever. Now, speaking of that, because that was actually something I was going to talk about, bro. I'm glad he brought that up, even though it was a lie. Here's the thing. You look at the DAZN stars, a lot of them are good fighters, but their biggest stars have no ounce of real, true showmanship. That's not in their DNA. That's not their personality. But you look at the biggest people who have made the biggest splash, all big personalities. Almost all of them. Floyd Mayweather, okay, motherfucker, I'm rich, motherfucker. Easy. Shane Mosley, he got a fake Mr. Potato Head. He got a fake no, right? Muhammad Ali, I shook up the world. Like big personalities, a lot of them. Roy Jones, right? A lot of the biggest stars have been big personalities. A lot of them. Conor McGregor, charisma. Who the fuck is that? Fuck the Mayweathers, right? You look at the biggest stars on DAZN, they have some star power for being good fighters, but none of them are aggressive showmen. Canelo, he don't really say nothing. He's a good fighter, great fighter, whatever you want to, elite for sure. But he don't really do nothing to incite the fans and where you're like, damn, I got to watch this Canelo fight other than you want to watch it just because it's Canelo. You get what I'm saying? Triple G, he definitely ain't doing nothing like, promotion wise. Like, no, guys, no. He's not even speaking English anymore. Canelo beat the English out of him or whatever. He's not even doing his interviews in English. And the same with Joshua. Joshua just a cool, calm, collect. It's mad. I won't kick a man when he's down. They don't really have it. And then the old media is so desperate that they trying to come up and tell me that the Charlos are boring. That's how you know, bro. You could say whatever. You could say the Charlos are they're mean or rude or you say whatever you want. But to say they're boring, nobody believes you. You need more people. You know what I'm saying? These are desperate times for old media. I'm telling you. Block Netico Martinez. Look at the names, faces, and the profile pics of the people doing the most hating. Old media old media is withering away before you. You guys see it. They saying stuff you don't believe. You know you don't believe it. Charlos are boring. Okay. So if Charlos don't know how to promote a fight, then what the fuck does Canelo do? What does Triple G do? What does AJ do to promote the fight? You know? Nobody believes it. Deontay Wilder is fun. Like he's a fun fighter to watch. On top of he put some energy and effort into the promotion behind it. Dominique Brazil, I can't wait. I will delete you. I can already put it this way. I'm going to the Wilder fight. He has his own media day. He has his own date because I'm pretty sure they don't want all that going on. They don't want to put, because normally this is how media day works. I'm just a little behind the scenes. Next week is Wilder's fight week. I'll be going. Wilder, normally like Sean Porter versus Berto. I went to that fight. They had it at the gym, right? 12 o'clock, this fighter will be there. 12:30, Richardson Hitchin will be there. 1 o'clock, it'll be Lil B Hop. 1:30, it'll be Gerald Miller. All the undercard people. And then Sean Porter will be there at, 2. And then at 2:30, Berto will be there. That's how a media day works. They just, have a little workout and have little incremental, the fighters. They gave Wilder his own media day, bro. So to me, that's probably a security thing. Like when people thought he was beefing with Tekashi and all that and they canceled it, that's probably a security thing. They don't want to bring Dominique Brazil in at 2 and then have Wilder at 2:30 because they know shit's finna go down. So that's an added precaution. Shout out to Kelly Swanson, PR. But that's an added precaution that I'm pretty sure, because I've never seen them really do that. They don't really give the person, they might separate the undercard press conference on a separate day, but for media days, it's usually just everybody goes. They gave Wilder his own date because they know this fight is finna be lit. They know it's finna be lit, and they know the two don't like each other. So they don't want to even have them one leaving as the other one's coming in type shit. So, once again, they can say whatever they want, but nobody believes you. Tony Harrison versus Jermell Charlo. That shit was lit. That was a good press conference. Again, you could say, oh, fuck, no, that was the worst press conference. Bottom line, nobody believes them. It's just the reality of it. Nobody believes you. If that press conference didn't suit your fancy, then what press conference did you like? Jacobs versus Canelo, Triple G versus whatever, bakery rolls. Come on, bro. They saying stuff. They're trying to say stuff to spite new media, but the problem is people aren't stupid. Nobody believes it. You can't just say whatever you want and then people are finna ride with that and be like, oh yeah, that was a boring press. No one believes you. And now that they have actual voices in the media that will give it a fair shake, it's really a wrap. So I got this. Unbeaten Jermall Charlo makes hometown return to battle Brandon Adams Saturday, June 29th on Showtime in Houston, PBC. Tickets go on sale Monday, May 13th, bro. It's a wrap for old media. So this is from unbeaten top middleweight Jermall Charlo makes hometown return battling Brandon Adams June 29th from the NRG Arena in Houston, PBC. Also on the card is Erickson Lubin returning against this guy, Zachariah Atui. It's an eliminator. So the interesting thing about this, WBC super welterweight, so that's 154-pound title eliminator. So the winner of this fight could be in line to fight the winner of Tony Harrison and Jermell Charlo rematch, because that's who, if it's a WBC eliminator at 54, that's who has the belt. And then they have Eduardo Ramirez, who I've actually been watching, facing Claudio Marrero in another eliminator. So it's a triple header. Tickets go on sale May 13th. Bro. So let's put this in perspective. You got Charlo versus Tony Harrison. And then right after that, you have Jermall Charlo versus fighting at home, where, all of his camp is in Houston on a triple header with two other eliminators. So a title fight and two other eliminators. and it's going to be on Showtime. And Charlo's going to be on Fox. These motherfuckers talking about it's boring and all that, bro. Good luck to old media, man. They getting smoked. Oh my gosh. Oh, media is desperate. So, you can say what you want. Then this week is mandatory Julian J. Rock Williams. He had a little bit issue making weight, but then he made it. He weighed in naked, made it. And he's fighting Jared Hurd, who looks big, ready to go. Jared Hurd's not in boring fights. And that's this week. And then the week after, you have Deontay Wilder versus Dominic Breazeale, another champion versus his mandatory. So you got a champion versus mandatory back-to-back weeks. Just look at the schedule, bro. You have a unified champion, Swift Jared Hurd, versus his mandatory, who can scrap once beaten, Julian J. Rock Williams. Then the next week, you have another champion, Deontay Wilder, in a bad blood match because they don't like each other, fighting his mandatory against Dominic Breazeale. A little bit after that, you have Jermell Charlo trying to get revenge on his only loss and get his title back against Tony Harrison in what was an eventful press conference. So I can imagine Fight Week's going to be lit. They're fighting in Vegas. Then a week after that, his brother, Jermall Charlo, is in a fight with the Contender Series Season 5 winner, Brandon Adams, at home. So you don't think Houston's finna be lit? And it has 2 eliminators on the undercard. Then after that, they talking about Pacquiao versus Thurman, possibly. And then they're talking about Sean Porter versus Errol Spence on free TV, possibly. Dazn, their month of May, they have Canelo just fought. That's over. And I don't even know. Maybe some Bellator tonight or tomorrow. Devin Haney's fighting in the main event against Antonio Moran. How is PBC not winning? Bro, listen, this is the funny thing. But wait, dance more. When I say this stuff, these dudes get so mad as if I'm lying, as if I'm just saying stuff and picking. I'm just telling you what I see. So the funny thing I want from each and every one of you fans, just listen to what I'm saying and listen to what they're saying. Make them prove what I'm saying wrong. Fuck any insults and disses and all that. Prove what I'm saying wrong. That's all we should be looking at. Because they'll say, "Oh, you Ego, the PBC lover," and Ego. We're not moved by that. Oh, Ego, he's sucking PBC's dick and he works for PBC. Fuck all of that. Prove what I'm saying wrong. Nobody cares about any of that unless you want to prove what I'm saying wrong. Because how could you get mad at somebody who's keeping it real and saying what they see, and then what they see comes true? Make that make sense. If I say it's going to be 106 degrees and then you go outside, you're like, bullshit, it ain't going to be 106 degrees. You go outside and then the temperature at 12 o'clock reaches 106 degrees. Would you be mad at me? Would you be mad at me for accurately depicting what would ensue? No, you wouldn't. You'd be like, oh, shit, Ego got it right. So I'm just telling you what I see. So fuck all the, you wouldn't say, oh, Ego sucking the sun's dick, would you? If I say it's going to be 106 degrees outside, right? And then you go out, you don't believe me, or you're going to say Ego sucking the sun's dick? Oh, yeah, fucking Ego's 65 million degrees Fahrenheit. He's sucking the sun's dick. Like, you're not going to say no goofy ass shit like that. That's why we putting these motherfuckers in goofy timeout, because the shit they say don't make sense. Oh, Ego works for the sun. Ego's not even from this solar system. He works for the sun. The sun's paying Ego. You wouldn't say no stupid, goofy ass shit like that. But this is what they do in boxing. I'm keeping it real with what I see. They say, oh, you work for PBC. You suck at PBC dick. Shut the fuck up. This shit sounds stupid. but they won't prove me wrong. That's all we want. That's a hell of a lineup. So if you don't agree, let's hear why you don't agree. That's what they refuse to do. And this is, my friends, why old media is dying. They have nothing else eventful to say. They just sit up here and get their ass whooped and then come with insults. They lose in the battle. I'm proving that they lose in the battle. What we say comes true. And they just sit up here, oh, ego works for Wilder. PBC. Like, how you know my finances, first of all? How much did Wilder give me? Since you know so much. Stupid shit. So don't be caught up. That's the old media way of thinking. It's like, send them on send them on one. Like some kind of ruse or some shit like that. I don't have nothing to do with Wilder like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as my channel is not surrounded. I don't just talk about Wilder. That's what they want you to believe. Oh yeah, Wilder's paying. Okay, how much he pay me then, motherfucker? Shout out to Asante. He said everything you saying is fact. Exactly. And the only people who are mad are the people who can't stand it or playing this game, pick sides and favoritism, and they on the losing side. They on the side that it's looking grim for, like old media. Dazn's, like, they gotta come with a new strategy, in my opinion. 100 days, 100 fights, 100 nights. Nobody cares about it. What are we getting at the 100? Because 100 fights, but one of them's Usyk versus Takam, which wasn't even a big fight. Then he gets injured. So now it's Devin Haney versus the undercard. A guy he was going to fight on Usyk's undercard is now the main event. That, you know what I'm saying? That, like, you don't think people see that Usyk was fighting on the main event. He gets injured. So now you just moved your whole undercard to the main event. So if that was the main event, like, this is no shade to Devin Haney. It's just the reality. They weren't trying to put him at the main event. But now that Usyk's out and you have the venue booked and you probably have, certain money tied up at the venue and maybe some tickets sold, now you just move the undercard up. Like, okay, so let's say Charlo, he's from Houston. He's about to fight Brandon Adams. So if they, from now until the fight, sell tickets under the pretense that that's the main event, right? And then Charlo pulls out with the injury, and then they keep the card going, and then Erickson Lubin versus Zachariah Atui becomes the main event. That would be the equivalent. Instead of like Jamal Charlo versus somebody else, or the other opponent, Brandon Adams versus somebody else. That's just, you just moved the undercard up. I don't know how that would do. So it's not just a Dazn thing. It'd be the same thing. If Charlo didn't make it to the fight, and then Erickson Lubin, who's not even from Houston, became the main event versus Zachariah Atui in his eliminator. That's literally what Dazn did. World Breaker said, I've been covering the Dazn business model since they started. I was calling this shit months ago. Shit, me and you both. It got to make sense, bro. And like I said, the only people who are mad are the people who can't explain their way out of it, bro. If I'm wrong, that's fine. But you going to have to work for that. Because I just don't. And see, this is the other thing. Canelo, your biggest star, just sold 600,000 in the U.S. And we don't even know if it's 600,000, because I told you, just like Netflix, streams work different. Dazn allows you to have concurrent devices running. I had Dazn. I have an iPad, I have a MacBook Pro, and I have an iMac, right? There's been times where I was logged in on my and I have two phones. So I got 4 devices. I never really tried for, running all of them. But there's been time. See, I'll give you a little bit TMI. I had Dazn running. When I had it, I had Dazn running on my iMac because I was trying to watch the fight. Then I had to drop a deuce, a.k.a. take a shit, choro, right? So I picked up my phone because I got this little cell phone stand in the bathroom. And then I put on the Dazn app while it was still running on my computer, and I'm dropping a deuce, watching the fight so I don't miss anything. So that would be not one stream. That would be two concurrent streams that just I'm running. That I'm running by myself. Because I'm dropping that deuce. Just like I'm doing to this boxing game. I'm dropping that deuce. I'm dropping that deuce on old media. So I know from experience that you can operate it on multiple devices. Because I was literally watching on my Apple iMac. Then I had the bubble gut. I was like, You know, you get them BGs. I don't know what the fuck I ate. And I didn't want to miss the fight. So I took my phone in and I put it on the cell phone holder. And I was dropping that deuce like I'm doing to y'all. I was dropping that deuce watching the Dazn fight. I was like, woo, hot sauce on my burrito, baby. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. Like, I was dropping the deuce, watching it. So that's two concurrent streams just on behalf of me. That Charlo. Yeah. That Hershey squirts. Yeah. So 600 concurrent streams. I don't think that's 600 unique. It literally probably be impossible for it to be 600 unique. So you mean nobody was running it on multiple TVs or gave their friend a passcode or some shit? Just like I told you, my parents have Netflix. I'm on their account because that's legal. That's like, that's available. They're on the plan where I can have my own account under there. It's a sub account. Dazn always lagging. Dazn have the weirdest camera angles. Dazn got porno camera angles and shit. They have like upskirt angles and shit. Like, why your cameraman right there, bruh? Like, I don't want to see no upskirt, up trunk angles and shit, bro. It's fucking Pornhub angles and shit, bro. Man. Fucking RedTube and shit. Bangbros.com. Like, I'm not trying to see them Bang Bros angles, bro. What you doing? Like, them weird ass angles. I know as I work in the same business. Yeah, bro, they be having some weird angles. Who the fuck is Jose? Oh, he got Oh, shit, I couldn't even research him. Jose Polanco. Look at the Days Face profile of the picture of the people doing the most hating. Oh, my God. Why do they refuse to answer any of these new media questions? That's all I want to know. Do you guys really think this is helping your cause, old media? By just coming in here saying everything else. Hey. Hey, oh my God, it's about to be lit. This is about to be lit. I just thought of an ingenious, listen, I swear, make sure you subscribe. I'm going to be the GOAT when it comes to this shit. I just thought of a crazy idea. I just thought, it just came to me. Wait till I figure out the act. Oh my God, this shit is going to be so lit. I just thought of the craziest deal because this new media shit is getting too easy for me. So I need more new challenges. I just thought of the craziest invention that I can integrate and bring to boxing. This is about to get real interesting. I just thought of something real good. I know y'all gonna like this. Y'all about to feel this. I swear it just hit me like right now. Cause I just witnessed something. I can't say too much, motherfuckers try to steal your ideas and stuff. It's about to be on. I just thought of it. I'm going to write it down and brainstorm how I can manifest it. It's about to go down now. I just thought of a real good idea for boxing. I'm going to do it for the sport, I told y'all. But anyway, Dazn, they gotta fix some stuff with the business model. You know, they paying Canelo all this money. And see, that's what happens when you don't see how PBC is building up American fighters as well. They're not just giving opportunities to non-American fighters and they're getting the biggest bucks only. That's what helps. That helps when you build up in your own community first. No, I just told you I'm not telling the idea, so someone can fucking steal it and then try to execute it before me. That's stupid. I just said that. You're going to have to wait for it. But shit, keep sending them super chats. We're going to do big shit. The bigger this channel gets, the bigger shit we can do. It's that simple. But y'all should be happy that I'm representing boxing because I feel like what we doing it the right way. I got to turn this fan on. It's super hot in here. All these hot seats, man. I know y'all like to complain because you gotta just deal with it. I'm hot. It's super hot. Is that too loud? It's hella hot, bro. What do you mean Dazn try to pay Wilder a lot? Dazn doesn't really know how to promote fights. What do you mean? What does Wilder have to do with anything? Javier Chavez. Look at the names, faces, profile pictures of the people doing the most hating. Okay. What else? We cooking. We just cooking. Here's the other thing with the Canelo thing. Canelo did 600 concurrent, whatever the real number is, because like I said, I think it's almost virtually impossible that you can have multiple streams concurrently running legally through DAZN. They allow you to do it because if it was a problem, like here's an example. Netflix won't allow you to screenshot. So your phone has the capability of screenshotting things. You can't, if you're watching a movie on Netflix, you can't screenshot it. It'll be a black screen. Because it sound like you windsurfer. Is it that loud? Y'all be hating, bro. It's hot. The zone falling off like bad dope. Hey, you tripping. Y'all hot. It's hot, bro. Y'all hating. Mayweather channel is exposed. What does that mean? Oh. Man, I see. That's what I'm saying. Listen. I'm changing the game. I'm changing the whole. We innovating here. Just follow my lead. I don't care about Canelo Spence. I'm not talking about. See, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes people do stuff for views. I don't have to do that. I'm bigger than that, bro. I don't have to just do stuff for views when I know it ain't happening. Like it's just wasting everybody's time. That's what's wrong with boxing. We need to build the sport based on what it really supposed to be about. This is still a competitive sport. This is still a competition. All this weight class jumping and fantasy fights ain't happening next and stuff. I'm not really trying to promote that, unless there's indications that this shit is really. Show me Canelo and Spence taking a picture together looking over paperwork, and then I'll talk about it. You know how like Mayweather and Pacquiao, Floyd was like yelling at him and Pacquiao had his phone out and shit. Show me some shit like that. See, and I'm telling you, they want you to focus on shit that's not happening because some people are embarrassed about what they are putting out. You know what I'm saying? Like, put it this way. What if you had a girlfriend, right? And you're with her. You're with the girl. You're the current boyfriend, and she keep talking about her ex. How would you feel about that? And she was like talking about all the stuff he used to do, like not just like negative stuff. She's just talking about him all the time. What would you say? So you're the current boyfriend, and she just keeps talking about the ex, like good things with her ex. Oh yeah, he used to take me to Disneyland, and we used to watch the fireworks. What would you say? What would you say to your girl? Some of y'all would probably Ray Rice her. I'm not even being funny because I know some of y'all something wrong with y'all. Don't do that though. You go to jail. What would you say? Would be like, I don't want to hear that shit. That's what I'm saying. You'd be like, man, bitch, go be with that dude then. What the fuck? Don't be telling me about that's what I feel like with boxing. You know? That's the same. That's a perfect analogy. You with her, he said she got to go. Exactly. So why is it any different for boxing? I would be like, bitch, go be with him then. Like if that's all I'm at to hear, I want to hear about your day. Let's talk about us. What kind of trips you want to plan with me? And you keep talking. Oh my gosh, Ronald Finkley said he was Nino Browner. He said, cancel that bitch. I'll buy another one. That's what I'm saying. We be on that Nino Brown shit. And women can get a piece too. Women, if your dude was constantly talking about his ex and her body and, you know, the things they used to do, what would the women say? How would you take that? You be like, go be with that bitch then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody playing. But that's what happens in boxing. You keep telling about all the fights you're not making. In the fight you did make, we're not supposed to talk about that. We just supposed to talk about Canelo versus Caleb Smith, Canelo versus Spence, Canelo versus Andrade, Canelo versus Kovalev, Canelo versus Andre Ward. We supposed to talk about all that, but there's no indications that any of those fights are being sought after behind closed doors. We supposed to talk about Canelo Jaime Munguia. You know, we supposed to talk about all these fights with no proof that any of these fights are being negotiated. We're not supposed to talk about Tyson Fury and Tom Schwartz. We're supposed to talk about Tyson Fury versus Dillian White, Tyson Fury versus Wilder, Tyson Fury versus AJ, Tyson Fury versus, you know, Joe Joy, a whole bunch of better fights. All right, we got a hot seat. I knew he was a rat. Mac A, you the rat. Why does the topic irritate you? You just a question. They're talking about it. That's it. It sounds like a good fight, so you wouldn't watch it. Okay. You're clearly old media, and you can't fuck with me. I just had to start like that. Second of all, when did I ever say I wouldn't watch it? You guys have this incessant need to put words in my mouth that I have never said. I never said I would not watch Canelo versus Errol Spence. I said, what are we talking about unless we see indications, strong signs that the fight is actually being negotiated? When did I ever say I would not watch the fight? You are in the hot seat. Watch how easy I do the boy. When did I say I wasn't going to watch it if they made the fight? And you could have answered your own question and saved yourself, but you chose not to. You said, why does it irritate you? I told you. It's not even so much that I'm irritated. It's just I'm not going to feed into the bullshit. So, Mac A, you were in the hot seat. When did I ever say I would not watch Canelo versus Spence? Was it this stream? Was it another stream? When did I say that? $10 seconds. Wasting my time, like always. 9 seconds. When it's a simple question. At what point did I say I would not watch Mac A? What point did I say I would not watch Canelo Alvarez versus Errol Spence? Where did you get that from? You guys once again have selective hearing. Make up your own narratives that I've never even suggested. Play dumb, like you don't know what I'm saying, and what I said was perfectly understandable, cohesive English. Very easy to understand. You're typing in English, so I know you understand English. Now you playing dumb like you can't understand. You have 5 seconds. When did I ever say I would not watch Canelo Alvarez versus Errol Spence? 4 seconds. Shooters, get ready. Mac A, when did I say I would not watch Canelo versus Spence? 2 seconds. Please respond. They want Spence to fight Canelo because he said they want Spence to fight Canelo because Spence destroyed Mikey. Laughing my ass off, weak shit. Block Mac A. Get him out of here. See how easy this is? He said, Mac A, why so quiet? You see, it's the same thing over and over. All these drive-by why does it irritate you? I just told you what I don't like about it. I'm not irritated. Like I said, I get money out this game. I'm about to go to New York. I always have a great time in New York. I'm about to go watch the Wilder. I'm not mad. I'm not irritated. Life is good, especially for new media. But I told you, I'm not. Why? Here's a better question for all y'all. Why should I talk about Canelo Alvarez versus Errol Spence? Right? Why should I talk about it? Give me one good reason why I should talk about it, and it doesn't get made. So I should go into depth and detail about who would win and how many punches are going to get thrown and how it plays out and there's no indication that it's happening. See how ridiculous that is? Like Bad Boys 3. I'm a huge fan of Bad Boys 1 and 2. They've already filmed it. But at one point, there were pictures of Will Smith and Martin Lawrence. Why? Because I'm Mike Lowry, right? And there was rumors that they were going to fight. I mean, they were going to film the movie, right? And then I seen pictures of Will Smith and Martin Lawrence, like, meeting up. So I'm like, all right, cool. Then I seen pictures on the set. Then Will Smith on his YouTube started doing videos and contests. So I'm like, okay, they're filming Bad Boys 3. So yes, I would talk about Bad Boys 3 because I've seen pictures. Will Smith on his YouTube channel said, had footage and contest to be in the movie and shit. So AKA there's an indication that Bad Boys 3 is going to actually happen. But there's certain movies where they talk about redoing it and then it goes nowhere. And you don't really hear nothing about it. And there's no indication that the script, like a certain director, like back in the day, they were supposed to make a Marvel Luke Cage movie, right? Black superhero. They were talking about putting Wesley Snipes in it, right? Then at one point, they were talking about putting Tyrese in it. They're talking about not a TV show. I'm talking about an actual movie for Luke Cage. They're talking about Michael Jai White, right? But I haven't heard anything to do with that. I haven't heard any updated new. John Singleton, rest in peace. He was going to direct it. That's what one of the rumors are. But I haven't heard anything updated with that. So why would I be talking about that? Shout out to my dude. Oh my God, Eagles Army is just the realest. We say the points that they can't dispute. Shout out to Lomas Ticas. He says, like the movie Friday. Exactly. There's a reason I'm not talking about it, because there's no indication that Chris Tucker, Ice Cube, Mike Epps are actually making it right now. Now, if I see pictures of Mike Epps, Ice Cube, in the top flight security outfit, and then I see Chris Tucker in that navy blue with the khakis, and I see a picture like that, then maybe that's something to talk about, because maybe that's an indication that it's going in the right direction. But just because De La Hoya or whoever is talking about Canelo, Errol Spence, but all the indications suggest that Errol Spence is unifying in his own weight class, that's why I'm not doing it. And the only people that are mad is because they know they want me to spend my influence and my time getting views to some fake shit. We done. That's that shit. We gonna minimize that. If you're not happy with the fights that you're actually in reality negotiating or putting out, then make better fights. Period. Straight like that. I don't want to talk about Tom Schwartz. I don't want to talk about Tyson Fury versus everybody but Tom Schwartz. Doesn't make no sense. If he gets past Tom Schwartz, then let's talk about all these other fights. These dudes in this new generation are clout goblins. Clout goblins. It's all about one big clout chase. Hey, Ego, what do you think about Dillian White fighting Tyson Fury? I think he could pose a real problem for Tyson. I think you're going in timeout. I just told you, I don't care. Put him in timeout for not listening. Lost one. Yeah, you just lost one. I just told you, I care less and less and less about clout goblins like yourself. I don't care about Tyson Fury versus Dillian White, because Dillian White's fighting Oscar Rivas. Tyson Fury is fighting Tom Schwartz. Tell me about that. Talk about Danny, champ of the world. Talk about Danny. Yeah, you lost one. Yeah, block this motherfucker. He a rat. I'm telling you. You're trying to see if I'll contradict myself. You lost one, motherfucker. I'm not stupid. I know you rats be lurking. He waited till I just told you I'm not concerned with all these fake ass fights, bro. Get rid of lost one. What the fuck? Y'all letting him linger? Hey, shooters, we need a better response time. Get rid of lost one. I know y'all was clapping the other dude. Hey, Javier Chavez, why'd you block him? You didn't have to block him. Because that's actually something that's being talked about. Pacquiao Thurman. Man, shooters. Okay, lost one's block, unblock Javier Chavez. He was talking about Pacquiao Thurman. We've heard rumblings that might happen. I have no problem with that. But all that other shit, stop it. We gonna pull it, bro. You lost one. Sorry. Man, these rats though. Shout out to Zach. Man, listen. I was gonna make a video. I'm gonna tell you my thoughts now. Eddie Hearn, he gets a lot of props for being a promoter, and you can say he's a good promoter. That's cool, but he putting his fighters in some like rough positions. Amir Khan in the arm sling trying to save face. Kell Brook eyes is finna fall out, and Kell Brook never got the Amir Khan fight. And now if they fight, who wants to see that like that? Even the UK, I don't even know how big it would be there. Before there was a point in time where it could have maybe broke Carl Froch, George Groves' record. Maybe. It wouldn't be all that now because of what's transpired. We just seen Amir Khan virtually quit and Kell Brook's eyes get knocked out. And then he, Kell Brook pulled out of the Joshua card. It's not even that type of fight anymore. Now, here's the thing with Dillian White. He has Dillian White up here selling pay-per-views, not getting the Joshua fight, title shot with all them belts, same label, not getting the Wilder fight, one belt, title shot. And he keep putting this man, Dillian White, in these wars. Good luck. I'm telling you, that's a difficult fight. Oscar Rivas beat the guy Andy Ruiz Jr. that Joshua is finna fight in the amateurs. Oscar Rivas beat Andy Ruiz Jr. That's Joshua's upcoming opponent in the amateurs. Oscar Rivas just knocked out Bryant Jennings in the last round. Oscar Rivas just beat Kubrat Pulev, who, may fight Joshua in the future, who fought Klitschko in the amateurs. Oscar Rivas is a dangerous fight. That's a dangerous fight. And Eddie Hearn just keep throwing Dillian White because he'd rather Dillian White go because he has the attitude for it. And he's tough and brings a tough fight and he's an action-packed fight. But Dillian White's going to be so angry with himself if he fuck around and lose to Oscar Rivas, because you sat up here, looked at options with Top Rank and ESPN, looked at options with PBC. Top Rank might have actually built you up and, gave you a couple like softer touch fights. If he go in there with Oscar Rivas and lose, he going to be angry. He going to be angry because he got this close to a title shot. If you lose, I don't see that title shot coming. That's why these fighters got to get smart. Like Luis Ortiz, his team, there was some conflict about him taking the fight last minute and what the compensation should be. Man, they talking about Crawford versus Benavidez too. You feel what I'm saying? They've been talking about Crawford versus Benavidez. They're talking about that. I'm telling you, everybody got to stand on their own too. They got to put together the best matches that they can. He said, "Fuck no, hell no, damn." Hurd versus Williams is gonna be a crazy one, bro. These dudes know what I'm saying is true. He said, "But we supposed to boycott PBC." Apparently, see, it's just the game is just a bunch of like liars who the stuff that they accuse you of, they be the real ones that actually do this. Like me, I'm not saying this because I hate anybody in the game. I'm telling you what I see. I'm telling you what I see. If someone see me in public and said the same thing, bro, I'll have the same conversation with you because I'm not saying nothing crazy. This ain't no act. This ain't no gimmick. I'm not just saying like bullshit that I can't see. This is the thing. Motherfuckers, they're a different person when you see it. Like every time I'm at the fight, and people on the internet, what they say is never the same when they see me. I ain't never had someone walk up and say, "Oh, you race baiting motherfucker. You a race baiter. Oh, fuck you. You sucking Wilder's dick." I ain't never had nobody say that to me. I ain't never. That's some internet shit. I have never once, out of all the fights I went to and covered, never had someone say, "Wilder's paying you, you son of a bitch. You sucking Wilder's dick." I ain't never heard no one say that to me. But on the internet, you get that. But if you had a conversation with me and when you want to talk boxing and you say, "Hey, why is 600,000 for Canelo? Why don't you think?" I would say the same thing. I would say the same thing I'm saying right here. You get what I'm saying? So what I noticed, this game is just a bunch of like pussy ass people who project what, "Oh, you're racist," and they be the real ones that are racist. I seen it because I blocked them. I went to block them and you can see, and they have like Nazi swastika channels that they watch and shit like that. But then they had the nerve to call me racist, so I went to block them, and then I see they're subscribed to, Ungawa, White Power, all these other crazy channels that promote racism. But then they had the nerve to call me racist. You know what I'm saying? Or they mad at something like I see like, "Oh, I said Canelo Jacobs is a close fight." They say, "Oh, you're a fucking moron, close your channel, blah, blah, blah." And then I go to your channel and there's like the cover art's a Mexican flag, and every Canelo Pro video where someone said anything good, Canelo destroys this and stuff, you liked all of that. You get what I'm saying? So what do you think? Like, see, people want to pussyfoot around this shit. We know what the fuck it is, bro. And I'm just coming out and telling you what it is. People have inherent biases. Some are racist, some are bigots, some have favoritism, and they try to hide behind this other shit. But it's a lot of projecting. Like, if you go look at the shit I like, it ain't even really boxing shit. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at different stuff, there's not no one thing. It's not like I'm only reposting things about Mexican fighters. I'm only reposting things about black fighters. I'm only reposting things about Dazn. I'm only posting things about PBC. I don't do that. But this is what a lot of people do. You say everything I'm saying about Joshua is fake, but then I go to your place and your page to block you, and it says UK lovers and UK this, and every Joshua video you fucked around and liked every single one of them. And I'm the biased one though. Come on, bro. Nobody buys that dumb shit. He said, "I remember someone wanted to fight me because Floyd beat Pacquiao." These dudes are stupid. Hey, unblock Tyler. I said that and he laughed at it. You don't have to. Oh, you didn't block him. They just deleted his comment. Okay. That's cool. Who the fuck is Otto? I wish I would lose to a motherfucker named Otto. Fucking The Simpsons and shit. Hey, Bart. Who the fuck is Otto? I wish I would lose a hot seat to a motherfucker named Otto. Hey, bro. Autobots. You get your Autobots, automatic, systematic. Get your dumb ass up out of here, bro. Fucking Otto. Hey, Bart, man. The fucking bus driver from The Simpsons. Get your mark ass out of here, bro. What the fuck? These dudes is crazy. He came back under a different name. Bro, they keep doing it. Listen, my channel is so horrible. Why would you put this much effort into coming back? It doesn't even make sense. Oh, media. It's looking grim for you. Grim Reaper. They hate my channel so much, they do all this to come back. He said they coming back for that block fest. My shooters be funny as fuck. I got shooters that handle their business and they be the funniest. They love to try to make it into an Ego Belly video. He gave me that Cassidy record, that 5002, and oh, I got that Cassidy record, bro. Y'all funny as hell. Man, I didn't think old media would go out like this though. This is sad. Hey, teach him how to use the emoji emails or the member emoji emails. Oh, here's the other thing with the Canelo numbers. Any plans for the weekend? I'm about to go to the movies tonight, and then there's a bunch of fights on, and I got to pack. That's it. I'm gonna cover the Wilder fight for you guys, so I'll be in New York. So I gotta book the flight and all that. Probably just rest up, cause it's probably gonna be an eventful fight week. But here's the other thing with the Canelo numbers. Canelo 600,000, right? I don't know if Dazn thought about every little nuance in their business model. You get what I'm saying? Because, what the fuck? That was really weird. All right, here's an example. That's my dad's birthday, May 16th. Shout out to John Wick. But okay, here's the thing with the business model that I don't know if they thought of. Okay, Canelo Jacobs, rate the fight on a scale of 0 to 10. I'll start with there. So, see, this is the thing with new media. They want to blame me because listen, hold on. Don't vote yet. Don't vote. We're going to do the vote in a second. But this is what I'm telling y'all. They want to blame me because I'm the spokesperson. Hold on, J-Dog. Hold on. Hold on with the votes. Hold on. I got to say this real quick. They want to blame me because I'm the face, I'm the voice of new media and my channel on the Eagles Army, right? They want to blame me for it. That's why I'm letting you guys vote, because I don't even have, new media is so big and we have so much organic real fans and a real life community. I don't even have to give my input. All I have to do is pose the question and the fans are going to tell you, here's what they think about you. Here's what they think about you. God damn, I'm glad y'all set it off. Used to be hard, now you just wet and soft. Heard you was down with the AK. Then I seen you in the video with Michelet acting like straight bozo. I ain't even got to tell my opinion. So we're going to do it like this. Canelo versus Jacobs on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the all-time instant classic, instant classic fight. What do you rate Canelo Jacobs as an event, undercard and main event, as a whole event? The ease of use of Dazn, all that. Just rate the experience with Canelo Jacobs fight on a scale of 0 to 10. Tyler says 6, 5, 5, 5, 5.5, 5, 6. Jose says 7, 4 or 5. 5, 6, 3, 7, 3, 4, 5. See, I don't even have to vote. I don't have to tell you. I didn't even have to say nothing. We got a 7, 6, 4, 5, 2. I had it a 4, honestly. 5. See, look at it. These are just real life boxing fans. This is what they're rating it. So it looks in the neighborhood of 4 to 6. 5. Nothing higher than a 5. See, that's kind of what that's the overall general post that I got. So you have your biggest star, Canelo Alvarez, and his event people are rating, in by and large, I only seen like 1 7 or 2 7s or some shit. By and large, people are rating it from a 4 to a 6. You know, the whole experience. So what does that mean for your smaller cards? So the thing is, even if you had, let's say the concurrent 600,000 or 600, which is bogus, but let's just say it's 600,000 people who paid for the month or paid for an annual subscription. Now, what are you going to follow up with? What's the next DAZN fight to follow up with? To follow up with having, so you have all, see, this is the thing. I know this because I know business, because it's like YouTube is no different. Let's say I have a really catchy intro and I edit a video and the intro just lures people in and my thumbnails lure people in. The great thing is I got 100,000 people on the video, but what now? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, to get 100,000 people to click on my video, that's something. But my audience retention, which is really the main factor that you get paid for on YouTube, which is why we do exceptionally well, because people pay attention to the video. You see it come back under 18 different accounts and stuff. So my audience retention is high. It's probably better than the channels that are bigger than mine, right? That's where we nail it. Having a high, I do a 5-minute video and a good amount of people watch majority of the video, right? So it's cool to have 100,000, but if everyone clicked off or like it was checked out, then that doesn't really benefit me financially because it's in and out traffic. So even if it was 600,000 organic, my fear for DAZN is this. You got 600,000 viewers. Cool. Now, what's the next DAZN fight card that you're excited for? This is a question to you guys. So you got all these eyes watching you who just bought into the platform. What's the next big event that you're excited for on DAZN? There's no right or wrong answer, so you guys could guess at any time. No, not no eventually Canelo Android, because you're not going to just keep paying every single month. See how ridiculous that is? So you're going to just pay for every single month to get an eventual Canelo Android, when Canelo said post-fight he don't know if the Android fight will come off because Android's fighting against Zaleski and he might not have enough time. Come on, bro. That don't even make sense. Triple G versus Rolls. AJ versus Ruiz. Cricket's ego. Look. Oh man, my bad. I don't pay until the fight happens. Well, so that's what I'm saying. That doesn't help. So 600,000 people pay for Canelo, hypothetically, pay for Canelo, and then they cancel it because he already fought and he's not coming back till September. So how do they have to sustain ongoing customers or get people into the $100 annual package. That's what they have to do. And for the people who just, I don't even see the super chat. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Tony P, $5 super chat. Gervonta Davis Ruiz was more entertaining, and I used my free trial for that. Hey, you tripping, bro. Shout out to Tony. I'm just saying, like, the thing is, you got 600,000 people, subscribers, allegedly. Even if that's true, which we know that's not a guarantee, because 600 concurrent viewers when you can use multiple devices and give out your login, but whatever. how do you keep them? That's the problem for any business. Like I said, that's cool if 200,000 people look at my YouTube video, but if my video they don't gain the value for it, then I'm not gonna have a high audience retention. They're not gonna hit the subscribe button. You feel me? It's just simple business, people. So once again, Dazon's follow through is poor. It's poor. And then on top of that, Dazn keeps putting exclusive content, or that is which is supposed to be exclusive, on their non-exclusive platforms, or they're using these little conduits and outlet like Dazn Twitter, Dazn YouTube. So Dazn YouTube, immediately after Canelo Jacobs, they have a round by round highlight reel of the fight, and you can get kind of a general synopsis of it. I don't see how that's good. How is that good? Now, Showtime, Fox, ESPN doing it makes sense. Fox is free for one, you know. I don't even think Fox pay-per-view did that for the Errol Spence fight. I might be wrong because I was at the fight, so I don't really know. But, you know, you putting the highlights of Ryan Garcia, Jose Lopez immediately after. You putting Canelo Jacobs immediately after. So, hold on. Let's say I didn't watch the Canelo fight. I didn't order it. But then I go to YouTube for free and see Canelo highlights. Am I going to just be like, oh, I'm buying DAZN now when I just seen the highlights? So that I don't see the marketing strategy there. He said they didn't because I looked for it. Yeah, Fox, they didn't even have the Spence Mikey Garcia on their app. You would have to repurchase the pay-per-view, which was kind of a weird decision anyway. That's how Fox did it. So they didn't even have it on the app for the people, you know, post-fight. He said, you actually have more subs and views than DAZN. Why haven't they contacted you yet? Bro, I don't know. But they need some help with the strategizing. For sure. For sure. And see, people, I'm telling you how this business works. Like my channel. Sometimes it's not a matter of dumping more money into something. Sometimes it's a matter of improving upon what you already have, right? Like if my channel started to slant in terms of viewership, buying new equipment, you know, buying this and buying a new computer, that's not necessarily the fix. Maybe it's the quality of the video. Maybe it's the message. You get what I'm saying? People want to dump more money into something. They want to dump. That's not the Tracy Morgan, Meek Mill. That's not going to fix your cards. You feel what I'm saying? Your main event is now Devin Haney versus Antonio Moran. I fuck with Devin Haney, but I don't know who his opponent. You get what I'm saying? And if I'm a boxing journalist that fucks with Devin Haney and I don't know his opponent, then what do you think for other casuals, you know, or other people who are casuals, I guess you could say? So they, like, instead of getting more aggressive monetarily, get more aggressive in other areas. You know, that's what I think. Like DAZN commentary is egregious. See, they dumping more money, but it's not more money that is required. It's not getting Klitschko. That's not going to change nothing. You know, Klitschko 2 years out the ring again, 2 losses, 1 being a stop it. You get what I'm saying? That's not what the issue is here. Your issue isn't star power per se. It's the matches. And I told you, Golovkin has no business fighting Steve Rolls. Period. That's a problem right there. Because, like, put it this way. More often than not, the month that DAZN doesn't have the biggest fight of the month, more often than not. Who wants to bet? Who wants to play this game with me? So if we look at January, February, March, April, and May, you mean to tell me since this year began that DAZN had the best fight than any other competitor every single month? Who wants to play that game? January, they had Broner Pacquiao on Showtime, pay-per-view. DAZN had Demetrius Andrade Arturikov. So there was no DAZN card that was bigger fight than Broner Pacquiao. PBC also had Keith Thurman versus Jose Cito Lopez on free TV, with an undercard of Adam Kanowski looking stellar versus Gerald Washington on free TV. And that's what another reason. The fact that fights are on free TV and sometimes ESPN. Because now you have to justify, like, damn, Jermell Charlo's fighting Tony Harrison in a desired rematch to see if Charlo can get his belt back. And then Harrison's talking trash and Charlo's talking trash. Harrison's saying that he's shook. That's on free TV. So Devin Haney versus Antonio Moran, you got to pay $19.99 if you already haven't done it, or if you're not a year-long subscriber. You got to pay for Usyk versus Takam if that even comes off now. LJ just said, I cannot access DAZN in Australia. So she has to get a pay-per-view. That's what I'm saying. The UK can't access it either. So people could say whatever they want and play these games. We'll see. And I told you, the underdog now has a voice. We only getting bigger. We got channel members. So I don't really care. If anybody takes this type of way, that's their business. I'm telling you what I see for the sport of boxing. It's it. You know, I'm an easy person to get in contact with. So that's just my piece. It's not like nobody. And see, this is the thing. I hate this. Oh my gosh, smash the like button. This is one thing I hate about people. I hate people that do certain things. I don't like bullies, you know. And I hate when certain people do like evoke a certain emotion, and you know, poke a stick at the dog, and then when the dog bites you, you want to put the dog down. You want to call it SPCA. You know what I'm saying? But you antagonized the dog. You prodded a stick at the dog. You poked at the dog. You taunted the dog. You teased the dog. Then when you get bit, the dog is the inhumane one. I can't stand that type of attitude. You know, Eddie Hearn came over to America very arrogant. And he was the first face that American boxing fans were familiarized with as far as DAZN. They allowed him to do that. Barry Hearn's saying certain things that still haven't been addressed, like the slave contract comment, right? They allow for this stuff, right? DAZN, as a company, came out saying pay-per-view's dead, making memes and commercials, and got Tracy Morgan, buying pay-per-view, and Canelo and Michael Buffer commercials. So you did all this to taunt your competitors and say pay-per-view's dead and really hate on what they were doing, right? And then now when people are looking at what you said and analyzing it to see if you're winning the race, then now it becomes, oh, ego, he's bullying. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say pay-per-view was dead. They set the standard. See, that's what y'all want to blame. Y'all want to blame victims more than you want to blame culprits. I have a problem with that. They said pay-per-view is dead. So how come they can come out with these mantras and say pay-per-view is dead, and then when we analyze it months down the line to see if that statement holds true, then new media becomes the bad guy. We're the ones like, oh, why do you hate DAZN and why? So you can say whatever you want, but the moment we try to put it in perspective to see if what you said actually aligns with what we're seeing, then somehow it becomes a new media thing. It becomes, oh, why is ego hate new media or DAZN and all this extra shit? Nah, that doesn't work. You can't do that. Like I said, you can't poke a stick. You poke a stick at a pit bull, you get beat. Like, you can't poke a stick at something and like taunt and make these accusations. And this goes to anything. Like even Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner said, man, AB ain't beating him. Marcos Maidana, he acting like he can't understand English, but after this fight, he gonna speak some English. And then Maidana whooped him or beat him. Now you have to fess up and own up to the statements you said before the fight didn't actually play out like you expected. It's no different. Bro, man, AB, algebra books. Marcos Maidana, I'm going to beat his ass. Like, he's the one that said that. So, if people analyze what you said before the fight and how it actually played out, how is that anybody else's fault for saying, hey, you said you're going to whoop him. You didn't really whoop him. You showed hard at the end. That's not nobody's fault. Canelo said he was ready for Mayweather. Got whooped. Oh, but he was young. No. He asked for it. He got what he wanted. It's that simple. So if DAZN, they're the ones running around saying pay-per-view is dead in America. So when people are criticizing or scrutinizing or even like analyzing their business model, they brought this on themselves. Fact checking equals hate. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make sense. We're not playing that game. You brought the heat on yourself, saying Eddie Hearn brought the heat on y'all. Y'all the ones that said this. They said Eddie Hearn is on record, which you guys all who have computers or mobile devices and tablets. He said Showtime will be going out of business within a year. That was in October 2018. So by October of this year, Showtime should be going the way of HBO boxing. They said this. But see, when it doesn't work out for you like you expected, or you expected to be further along, then now all of a sudden I become the bad guy. New media becomes the bad guy. But you were the one that set the tone. You set the precedence. You set the standard. We're just addressing and intelligently breaking down boxing as we see it. And a lot of this is based on what you said. That's what we're not accepting. That's why they have a real big problem. You said Showtime will be out of business. Where's that at? They're about to have Charlo on there. The Pacquiao's next fight, maybe with Thurman, right? So where's this out of business shit? If anyone is losing money, it looks like, Wilder's about to fight on Showtime next week. If anyone's losing money, it looks like the new company, Dazn, is losing money. You set the tone. Like I said, I'm from the old school. Don't start none, won't be none. If they just came in and just did their own thing, then that would be whatever. The other thing is, like I said, I take offense to it when black entrepreneurs come in the game of boxing and they're met with all types of criticism. Black entrepreneurs come into the sport of boxing, they have been met with all sorts of criticism. From Hova, Jay-Z, and Rock Nation, to 50 Cent and SMS Promotion, to Al Heyman and Premier Boxing Champs. They have been met with doubts. They have been met with criticisms. Everybody's been in their numbers. Everybody had to say on what happened. But then now DAZN, a non-black owned company, comes in the game. We supposed to turn away and act like we don't see the spending habits. We supposed to act like none of this stuff is a reality. We supposed to pretend like we don't see the dead people. 6 cents. Come on, bro. That's not fair. PBC came out. These motherfuckers couldn't wait to talk about it. Oh, yeah, Al Heyman's blind time slots. We'll see how long this will last. He's overpaying fighters. Okay, if Al Heyman was overpaying fighters, he didn't pay no Keith Thurman $35 million to fight no Robert fucking Guerrero. I can assure you, because Keith Thurman would have been done retired. If Keith Thurman got... the way Keith Thurman like taking little trips and shit and playing the flutes, Keith Thurman would have been probably retired. If he got $35 million in that first fight with Guerrero, he would have just did his thing with him and probably retired and been in, Tokyo playing flutes. So they said Al Heyman is overpaying fighters, but what about Canelo getting $35 million? That's one motherfucker. And he's not even building up the fights. So what are we talking about? Man, Keith Thurman would have been, you'd be right there with it. Here's another thing. When PBC first came out, they were scrutinizing, like Fox, here this year even. Not even just when they first came out, but definitely when they first came out. But even still, to this day, PBC did the Fox unveiling this year. They announced some good fights. To me, as a boxing fan, Keith Thurman versus Jose Cito, finally coming back to, a difficult opponent. On that card, Adam Kanowski versus Gerald Washington. Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia. Sean Porter versus Yordenis Ugas, who's Errol Spence's mandatory. Danny Garcia, Adrian Granados. These same motherfuckers said, oh, I'm not impressed. Who cares about those fights? I like one of those fights. Caleb Plant, Jose Uzcategui. These were all announced. All these fights were announced, right? And they said, oh, I'm not moved by that. I'm not impressed with any of these. There's like one good fight. Why is Spence fighting on pay-per-view? All these criticism. But then you look at DAZN's cards and look at their undercards. Look at their main events. They don't have nothing to say about that. So you don't like Danny Garcia, Adrian Granados, right? But Devin Haney, Antonio Moran, that's dope. Carlos Takam versus, Carlos Takam matchmake with Usyk. That's what you like. Estrada versus Rungvisai, which was a good fight. It was a cool fight, but they don't have no star power. You know what I'm saying? They don't have no hardcore American fan bases where the fight took place. They should have did the fight somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? That's what we talking about. We standing up for the underdogs. Because everybody got a lot of shit to say when it comes to, Broner Pacquiao. Oh, that's not a pay-per-view worthy fight. I don't care about that fight. Who cares about that fight? I want to see Pacquiao versus woom. Okay, so you like Usyk versus Carlos Takam, who got stopped by Povetkin, who got stopped by Joshua, who got stopped by Derek Chisora, who later got stopped by Dillian White. You love that as a main event and got nothing to say about it. Come on, bro. Media getting crushed, and y'all know it. Because the stuff they say simply doesn't make sense. See, and then they want to act like this is like the Black Channel, like it's tribalism or somebody work for PBC. No, we work for the truth, and this shit ain't making sense. The shit you talking about ain't making sense. Bottom line. That's why they do little bullshit like, if Al Heyman was white, you would hate it. He's not white. What are we even talking about? If Al Heyman, if he was, he's not. Whatever you talking about, we not. So how you know how we would act or how I would act or whatever in some make believe fantasy bullshit? If DAZN was black, you would. If John Skipper was black, if his name was Jamal Skipper, you would say, what are you talking about? He's not black. So what do we going to this fantasy Neverland world and insinuating what would happen and suggesting what would happen in some fake ass situation? That's the only thing they could do is just make up bullshit. He said Onyx featuring Eminem. What if he was white? Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I've been told no, but it was more like no. Better get her, come better. Six dreams, 2 kids 16, 2 M16 with 10 clips each, and them shits reach to 10 kids each. And Slim get paid to Bill Clinton speech to 50 to fix these streets. Fuck that. You can vetch volcanic ass and reappear with a can of gas in a match. Aftermath. I got a beautiful wife, kids, and a gorgeous home. What will make me jump in the tub with a cordless phone? I'm straight vicious to hit you with plates and dishes, leave you with 8 stitches. What am? Cause I hate bitches. Oh my God, bro. What in the fuck is up with this clusterfuck of busters? A bunch of Buster Douglases, a bunch of one-hit wonders. Then it's over. Man, we hitting them with the Eminem kill shot. They cannot. What in the fuck is up with this clusterfuck of busters? A bunch of Buster Douglases. One punching is over. Oh my God, we hitting them with that Eminem shit, bro. That kill shot. So anyway, old media getting the brakes beat off them. I promise you, look at their channels. They going down. Look at their writers. They being met with criticism. They never had this stuff. They think it's a game, Ronald Finkley. We here to show them. They ain't never met this type of resistance. Bro, somebody came in the chat and said the Charlos are boring. You can say whatever else you want about them, but boring? Come on, bro. Nobody believes that. Nobody believes that they're boring. You can say, oh, this fight is, but boring. They're so desperate, they don't know. They flabbergasted. They don't even know what to say at this point. Bro, it's when you guys watch this stream, someone's like, this one guy said, African American fighters duck other African American fighters. Okay. Even though Canelo Alvarez said he don't want to fight any Mexican fighters, but whatever. This is the type of stuff they saying. And then the other dude said the Charlo brothers are so boring. This is the type of trolling that old media is doing. They don't even have good trolls anymore, bro. And you know what else is funny too? Is because old media used to have some channels, that would have some level of videos put out. And then they would come up with these like talking points. They don't even have that anymore. That's why you don't see, there's no old media channels that are really even doing nothing. So they don't even have like saviors to create talking points for them to run around. That's why they keep saying stupid shit. This again is the problem. Canelo just fought, and now people are going to be talking about Julian J. Rock Williams versus Jared Hurd, and then Deontay Wilder the next week. And then the week after that, they were supposed to be talking about Usyk versus Takam, but now it's going to be Devin Haney versus Antonio Moran. So we'll see how it all plays out. J-Dog, this has been a work in progress, and he already know. He said we told him that this was coming back in our terrible years for DK. See, J-Dog, shout out to you, man, because J-Dog been with the smoke from the beginning, and he was saying the same shit. We were like, tell the truth. Remember, it's been a slow, I wouldn't even say slow. It's been a steady process. Little by little, year by year, they started getting knocked off more and more and more and more. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's been. And now it's getting to an all-time low for them. So we drying them out, bro. Hope everyone has a good day. Let me know what you think. We working.